This kind of smells like foot funk. And not like stinky feet like I used to say. This smells like someone's gym socks a little bit. I need to, hold on.
That's interesting you should say that.
Why?
Because to me, and I'm not trying to guess, but this smells like the chewy sweet tarts minus the blue.
Okay.
Which is a note that I tend to get on Buffalo Trace products. This smells like kind of like a low proof bourbon flavored bourbon from Buffalo Trace. Like nothing offensive in here, but also nothing remarkable. Generally sweet, low on the spice levels.
Yeah.
If it is Buffalo Trace or something from them, consider me a professional whiskey taster. If it's not, guess what? I'm not one. So consider this potentially a possible duplicate or alternative to Buffalo Trace.
By the way, if you're new here, I'm Erin.
I'm Josh. We are Stuff and Whiskey.
Yes.
And we taste things blind. So I will say that this seems like bourbon, not rye.
Correct. Yeah, I would agree.
We could be wrong. We don't know what we're drinking. And we drink this way, we taste this way, so that we can eliminate all the labels, hype, and bias around all the products. Because we, much like you, are probably sick and tired of paying money for bourbon that isn't worth the money. So we taste things blind. We give it a rating. Then we find out the price and weigh that price tag against the rating that we just gave it before we find out what we're drinking. See if the price changes our mind, and then we'll talk about things after we do the reveal and find out what we're drinking. So, glass one, pretty sweet, bourbon-y smells.
There's a funk to it, and I think I'm also being influenced by, I have some latent perfume.
It smells good. You might have to switch hands.
On my wrist, and there's a fan over here that's blowing cold air on me because it gets hot in this room, and I think that's
putting all our business in the streets.
I mean, I gotta be true. Gotta be truthful.
Sorry, it's fine.
I get hot. This room gets hot, and there's a fan over here that's blowing air on me, and I think it's affecting my nose.
Cheers.
But let's drink.
Sip the whiskey.
That's what matters to me anyway. Oh, wow. Okay.
Tastes remarkably like Buffalo Trace or a Buffalo Trace product.
Also, it's really not shocking that you said this smells good because it's a vanilla smell. And I was telling somebody today, I went to the makeup store, Sephora, and I was telling the person I was with, I was like, my husband loves the smell of vanilla. So she had me try a bunch of vanilla perfumes. And I knew you would like it.
I smelled you as soon as you came home in the best way possible.
Okay, I know exactly what it was. I got to go back there and get it.
Yeah, I feel your funk on this.
There's a funk, but I don't hate it. It doesn't translate to the palate.
It's probably like Weller Special Reserve or something.
It's there on the nose, but it's not on the palate.
It tastes in that 90 to 100 proof range. It might be north of 100. It might be north of 90. But it tastes like that. To contextualize the sipping experience we're having, you know what we're drinking. This feels like 90 to 100 proof Buffalo Trace bourbon.
Whether it is or not, that's the impression that it leaves. Because I agree with you. And I don't know about the Buffalo Trace. I'm agreeing with you on the proof point. I don't know anything about Buffalo Trace profile, so whatever. And
with that, there are certain notes that come with it. I tend to oftentimes get the mental picture, the mind picture of chewy sweet tarts without the blue. So you're getting kind of like a candied green apple, cherry,
the green
and
apple
grape.
One's my favorite.
Oh, dude. I think
the green apple is the best.
It depends on my mood. I like all three in equal, but there is kind of like a green Jolly Ranchery type of like bright tart sweetness here. Like there is a sweet and tart element to glass one. I find it generally enjoyable. I would kind of categorize it as on the higher spectrum of bourbon flavored bourbon. And by that, that's a category I've started to assign certain bottles that are
I love it.
About 80%, maybe 70% of the market. That like these largely interchangeable, inoffensive but largely irremarkable, or inoffensive but largely unremarkable.
There you go.
In the most respectful way possible. It's just generally good. It tastes like bourbon. There's a bunch of bottles out here that do kind of what glass one does. It's not special, but it's pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'd throw it in a rocks glass, neat for myself, and I just sip it while I'm making dinner or watching a game.
I can see that.
Or something like that.
For sure.
Glass number 2 doesn't have a very high bar to live up to, but let's see if it's any good.
Okay.
Oh, this smells more complete.
I don't get anything off of this.
Really?
I'm having a tough time right now.
You need to reposition your fan over there.
Yeah, I'm trying the other arm so that way, I don't know.
put a blocker up. Block your...
Turn this way so the fan can't...
Ooh, we get to see Erin's smell in profile.
See my profile? Actually, I like my profile. Except I do have an age spot here, but that's okay. I'm aged. It's
both. Where's mine at?
It's my wisdom spot.
Right there? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then
are they on the same side?
These are... No. Yeah, they are.
Look at us, twinsies.
And then these are my happy lines, because I'm happy. That means I smile, right? When you have the lines.
Yeah. Contrary to what you may see in the comments below sometimes, Erin is happy.
People don't think I'm happy?
No, they're just like...
I don't read the comments because I can't handle it. I'm weak.
No.
I'm a weak baby. I'll cry if someone says something mean to me and I know about it.
No. Sometimes you get a little spicy.
Sometimes I do.
And I like that.
I know you do.
I like that.
That's why you married me.
Honestly, like, sometimes people in the comments, like, yeah, mom and dad aren't fighting. If yours did, I'm sorry.
No.
And if it scarred you, I'm sorry. My mom and dad weren't even around, so I don't even know what that's like. So we all got our own baggage, you know. We're fine. We actually record these videos and then we put them on the internet. So if something were to really go sideways, it would never see the light of day.
If we were actually truly upset with each other, that video would get canned and we would re-record another day.
We have a lot of respect for each other.
Yes.
We don't treat each other that way.
No.
If it's going online, it's for a reason.
It's fine.
It's probably a joke that maybe
or sometimes like I know he's a strong man, y'all. Josh is no sissy. He can handle a little pushback.
Oh yeah.
From a little sassafras such as myself.
I love a little push.
So I know that about him. If he was more sensitive about it, I wouldn't do things like that on the internet.
I can handle a little sassafras.
You little sassafras like myself. I don't know. Like, right. Okay, anyway, whiskey. We're talking about whiskey.
Glass 2 smells, to me, like a pastry item.
It smells like a grape Jolly Rancher. You put Jolly Ranchers in my head.
I got your grape, and I also get like, I feel like I'm having deja vu here, but this kind of has like a cherry Danish type of thing as well. Or like a raspberry filled donut type of vibe to it.
Yeah, uh-huh. I can see that. Ooh,
maybe with some white powdered sugar on top.
I would love a raspberry.
This smells more complete than glass 1. Glass 1 smells like...
Well, let's taste it and see.
Yeah.
I gotta drink with my drinking hand.
Glass 2, down the hatch. Cheers. Immediately felt very... If I was being complimentary, I would say it felt very silky.
Yeah, silky.
It felt kind of thin, but like... Somehow,
there's
not in a bad way,
but there's not a lot of flavor.
It's pretty
like there's not a lot of distinct flavor.
Can't trust the first sip of a new glass.
Yep, let's do it.
The second one. Yep, there we go. There we go. Oh man. Okay.
There's more.
2 feels more complete overall.
I think so.
It feels silky. I would dare say smooth. And don't come at me in the comments below because
we don't mean that as a bad thing.
You know exactly what it means, just like we all do. Let me say, if you lay your head down at night and your pillow is covered in sandpaper, I don't even care if it's 3000 grit, it's not going to feel smooth. Sandpaper is not smooth. Glass is smooth. Silk is smooth. That glass has next to no spice on it. It is a very silky sipping experience.
I think there's a latent spice on the back palate.
I think that's a little
subtle.
Bit of barrel that you're getting on the back.
But I would translate that as spice. Whether that's barrel or not, it feels like spice, and so someone else might translate it as spice.
Coca-Cola, way spicier than this.
Well, yeah, it's spicier on the front. It tingles with the palate. I'm saying the back palate, there's a little bit of what you're calling barrel, but I'm translating it as a little bit of spice in like a good way, like a warming spice.
The crackle of a fire in the
distance. Kind of like a warm, spiced, like spiced thing, spiced dessert of some kind.
Like mulling spices.
Yeah.
I'm talking about heat.
No, I'm not.
And sharpness.
No, there's no sharp or heat. It's like spice, like cinnamon and nutmeg spices.
I know this all seems like semantics.
It does.
This matters though, because Erin's talking about spices, and I'm talking about this sensation of heat. Sharp spice.
Yes.
Glass 2 does not have the sensation of sharp spice
Correct.
whatsoever.
Yep.
That's what I mean when I say smooth. It absolutely has some like mulled fruit and spices on it.
Yeah, like cinnamon. Not necessarily the flavor of cinnamon, but like the finish.
Holiday spices, honestly.
Yeah, holiday. What those spices kind of do to your throat. I don't know how to describe it any other way.
Yeah. What that thing do? It do that. It do the spice, mulled spices. Like glass 2 to me, very enjoyable. I'm gonna have to go back to glass 1. If I had to guess, it feels like it might be like really bright and tart after having glass 2.
Well,
but
I will say on the nose it smells darker after having glass 2. It opened up on the nose.
This smells exactly like it smelled to me before. I like this nose. This is bourbon flavored bourbon.
Okay.
In a very good expression for me.
So for me specifically, glass 1 smells better on the nose now. It's opened up a little bit. I've sipped it. I've also sipped another glass and come back to it. The nose is a lot better than my initial nosing of this glass 1.
To your point, I did get more vanilla, like a prominent vanilla note, but on the palate, it's still. Both of these are good. Good. I would put both of these in the category of being very enjoyable, easy sippers in my book.
This one feels, and I'm not saying that's what this is, but it tastes like there's younger oak involved in glass 1. It's like I'm getting a vision of like green oak, like younger oak.
It's a little brighter. I mean, I think that green to me is like that green Jolly Rancher, green chewy, sweet tart type of note. Whereas 2's a little bit more of like the citrus, clove, mulled baking spices, mulled fruit. They're both muddled fruit.
Yeah, they both I say are smooth as far as there's not punchy flavors.
This is the battle of the smooth bourbons.
But I do think I prefer glass 2 as well. I think there's more flavor in glass 2.
I didn't say I preferred glass 2.
Yeah, you did.
I like both.
You're pretty obvious.
What's your ratings?
I'm gonna go just okay on glass 1, and I'm gonna go thumbs up on glass 2. I do like glass 1, but honestly, I probably wouldn't pick it to drink if I had glass 2 around. I would just pick glass 2. So it's just okay.
Hear me loud and clear. Thumbs up on both for what they are. Seemingly low-proof, easy sippers that can just disappear in the background. For that, I want to pay $30 to no more than $50. That's what I feel like. There's a lot of bottles that are comparable to this sipping experience in that $30 to $50 range. So it would be tough for me to want to spend more than $30 to $50 for either one of these.
Okay.
With that in mind, I'm thumbs up on both of these, and I don't like one over the other necessarily. I would choose these for different occasions.
Oh, okay.
One to me is the sun is still up, we're grilling, we're chilling, I'm going to have one. I'm watching a football game, watching some college football on a Saturday afternoon. I want glass 1.
Okay.
If I want something easy sipping while we're watching a movie at night, it's dark, I'm going to reach more for glass 2. But again, both of these just very enjoyable bourbon flavored bourbon. So let's see if the price tags on these change our mind. Glass number 1, let's start with it. It is number 22 in our key.
Number 22 is $40 American dollars.
Perfectly okay with that.
That's a good price. I feel like that's a really reasonable price for what I tasted.
Coincidentally, that is the price of Weller's Special Reserve. What's the price on glass number 2 in our key?
$30 American dollars. Even better.
We're in the wheelhouse. I'm still going to stay thumbs up on both.
I'm going to stay the same.
$40 does not dissuade me.
Yeah, I'm going to stay the same just because I would pick glass 2 over glass 1. But I do feel like both of them are priced really nicely. And so I wouldn't be mad about, like, if you were like, hey, Aaron, I bought a bottle of whatever glass 1 is, I wouldn't be mad about it because it's $40. Like, that's reasonably priced.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, like, this easy sipping, generally enjoyable experience, even if it is a bit nondescript, I don't need a bunch of bottles like this in my house. Like, I prefer stuff that surprises and delights me more than this. But for what it is, I like to have a bottle or two like this around.
So, for options.
Yeah. Okay. And for me, these both serve different purposes. They serve the same purpose, just different occasions, I should say. Let's find out what we're drinking. Let's start with glass number 1.
Weller's Special Reserve. Look at you.
Well, when you said funk and it tasted like Buffalo Trace with a little funk, weeder funk.
Oh, it's weeded because
Weller Special Reserve. Yep. What's glass number 2? Maker's Mark.
Buffalo Trace. Just straight up Buffalo Trace. These are both 90 proof.
Okay.
Bourbons.
All right.
Well,
so,
weeded. This is a weeded. Weller is a weeded bourbon, or a.
Weller is the weeded bourbon mash bill from Buffalo Trace, and Buffalo Trace itself is the rye-based bourbon mash bill. Now,
Okay.
nerdy stuff real quick.
Okay.
All bourbon, the predominant grain in the mash bill or the grain bill is corn.
Mm-hmm.
So the secondary grain, called the flavoring grain, is either rye or wheat, and in rare occasions can be barley, in the case of Jack Daniels or Heaven Hill, but we're getting in the weeds there.
Yeah.
Usually it's rye or wheat. Wheat kind of gets out of the way and lets the corn shine to be a sweeter pour.
But it kind of has a funkiness to it.
To be sweeter and smoother. That's the idea behind weeded bourbon.
Interesting.
So you're tasting more of the corn sweetness, whereas rye-based bourbons tend to bring a little bit more flavor from the rye grain in to accompany the corn. And I feel like, honestly, when I taste a very comparable, probably in age, weeded bourbon versus rye-based bourbon, what I'm experiencing is weeded bourbon, because of the lack of extra pizzazz that the rye grain offers in the mash bill, wheat just doesn't really flavor things. It just kind of gets out of the way. Maybe tastes a little bready, maybe tastes a little funky. It is, to me, for a lot of people, it's an enjoyable experience because it's very smooth. For me, it feels like I'm missing some of the spectrum of flavor.
Yeah, I can see that.
And not only that, but it kind of it has a little funk to it as well. So you almost get like this weird bready funk. And then also, like, if you're looking at the spectrum of an equalizer, if you're an audio person, or if you're an art person and you're looking at all the colors of the palette, like, you're lopping off a section of the palette, a section, you're turning down the bass on the equalizer, and it's all treble. Like, that to me is the biggest difference between weeded bourbon and rye-based bourbon. And I get it. Like, I used to see the word mash bill and tune out. I didn't want to hear it. I don't want to think about that stuff. Just tell me.
But you are like the mash bill master now.
But back in the day, I didn't want to think about all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I just tell me what's good, tell me what's not.
Yeah.
It's not that simple. It really isn't. So the more you can learn about yourself, the more things you can try, especially like this matchup was put into the pool specifically because Weller Special Reserve is the entry-level weeded bourbon offering from Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
Buffalo Trace bourbon is the entry-level rye-based bourbon offering from Buffalo Trace. Which one is better? Guess what? They tasted pretty similar, but a little different to me, and I had different use cases for them, but they were on equal footing for me. For Erin, she preferred the rye-based bourbon. Erin tends to actually prefer rye whiskey over bourbon, so the math checks out.
Yep.
She honestly gets a weeded funk in weeded bourbon.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do, and I did on the nose, the first nose of this one.
I wish I could give every person who says they like bourbon on planet Earth this blind
To see what they
double
say.
blind, so they don't know what they're drinking and they can try them and just. This is a good academic exercise. I'm in full nerd mode now, and I realize
You
that.
are. So
But
don't go too long.
This
could be a long video if you let him go.
The whiskeys themselves are largely unremarkable, but inoffensive. The comparison of when you're double blind and you don't know what you're drinking, when you're drinking a weeded bourbon versus a comparable rye-based bourbon, it is a very telling experiment, a taste experiment.
To like kind of see which way you prefer, which way you lean, yeah.
So, real quick, let me wrap this up
'Kay.
and tell you why you should care about this.
Okay.
If you're watching this, you probably care, and you're wondering, is Weller Special Reserve way better than Buffalo Trace? Because Weller Special Reserve is much harder to get.
Oh.
Can be marked up to $100.
Oh, gosh.
$80 to $100. It's not worth that. It is worth $40 is that's the most.
I feel
that's
like
it.
that's fair, yeah.
Don't pay more than that for Weller Special Reserve. Buffalo Trace, $30 to $35. That's fine. Like, it's not an unfair price. Neither one of these needs to be over $40 or $50. Period. They're both pretty good. They're both pretty enjoyable. you just saw right now. They didn't blow my skirt up. They didn't blow my hair back.
Your hair's already kind of styled back.
It kind of goes like up and over,
Yeah.
but it's not back.
Yeah.
You would notice if it was back. Neither one of them pushed that back. These are not. These are fine. They're good. They're enjoyable.
Yeah.
Guess what? A lot of stuff out there is as well. If you can't get these, try 1792 small batch. Try Elijah Craig small batch. I mean, both of those were two go-tos for me. Honestly, for that matter, try Four Roses small batch. It has kind of a cherry note that both of these also have. Maybe has a little bit more spice. If that bothers you, add a little bit of water. These are fun pours.
Yeah.
They're fun.
It was a good time.
It's something that everybody needs to try. Last thing I'll say, just go to Amazon and type in 2-ounce Boston rounds. Get yourself some of these sample jars. Build your own pool of some of your pours. And just put, like, we have a little number on the bottom right there. 22 it says. If you can see that, if I can get it to focus. So 22.
It wants to focus on your eyes.
I know, 22. So this is just, we have a document that says 22. Weller Special Reserve.
It's a Google form.
Right.
Like a Google Forms thing with a drop down.
Yeah, but you can do it on notes on your phone, whatever.
You can do it on Excel or Word or whatever.
Get a box of 48 of these. You can get them for less than 25 cents a piece. Pour all your whiskey into these, stick a little label on the bottom. Tastings blind.
It's fun.
Yeah. It
really is fun.
It will shatter your conceptions of what you think whiskey is. And you'll really get tuned into your preferences.
Or maybe what you think you like. If you've never done any blind tastings before, you may be surprised at what you find that you like. You may not be. You may know exactly what it is. But it's a good experiment.
Yeah. You may also be surprised to know that in the video description below, there's a link to our Patreon, and that's where we go and we pick barrels and make them available to our Patreon community. We pick a whole bunch of barrels, way better than both of these, and we speak to those. Yep. We do additional live streams. We do all kinds of stuff over there. $1 a month can get you in to our additional live streams and our bonus content. $5 can get you in our Discord tier where you can get samples of things if you want to try them. $10 and up is our barrel club. You could come with us on barrel picks. And our barrel picks go through the tiers, but oftentimes, I would say, I don't know percentage-wise, I think it's about 70 or 80%, they go through all tiers. Mm-hmm. Some things, super desirable, they do sell out pretty fast, but a lot of things do make it to everybody. Check it out if you trust our palates, if you were watching our videos, you've watched a few maybe, and you're like, you know what? These guys seem to resonate with me. Yeah. They seem like no-nonsense, down-to-earth people. I would say that's a pretty accurate description of us.
I feel like getting involved in the Discord, if looking for a community is good, like big to you, the Discord tier is really where it's at because we've got people on there all day. Everyone's super cool, super friendly. Mm-hmm. If you're not a good person, you don't really jive with the people over on Discord because they're good people, so you won't last long. So there's only good people over there. Yeah.
Honestly, like, by numbers, barrel picks are the most desirable thing that people join our Patreon for. We think our Discord community is the most valuable thing we offer. Our community is incredible. Like, if you've never had Weller Special Reserve, you can absolutely get a sample very easily over on our Discord. Very generous people. You could even get a bottle. Like, somebody will find you a bottle. Like, just say that you want one. Somebody will help you out. That's the type of community that we have. It's whiskey nerds, whiskey friends helping other whiskey friends. That's what it's all about.
Yep, absolutely. So, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Be good to each other, and until next time, cheers.
Cheers.
Did you mix them?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It doesn't really matter.
I don't really want the wheated, to be honest.
Oh, smell the blend. A Buffalo Trace Burr Rye.
It doesn't smell bad.
I think it might smell better than both of them.
All right.
It doesn't taste better than the both of them. It smells better. It tastes like it amplifies the funk of the Special Reserve.
It's kind of sharp.
It takes away.
It makes the Buffalo Trace worse.
Yeah, it does. It amplifies the funk. Yeah,
it makes the Buffalo Trace worse.
Don't do that.